If the parent was too strict, then it's normal that you still have in your subconscious mind some blockages toward accepting someone in your life fully, because maybe the traumas that you have had or that your parents have had have led them to have conclusions like people are bad, they will hurt you, you will not finish your diploma if you fall in love, you will be distracted from your school. Some family will say that before you finish with your diplomas, don't even think about a relationship. And coming from a background where the success in life is defined by your diplomas and so on, of course they want you to succeed in life, and that's why they will prioritize your own success and well-being, because when you are successful, so to speak, with your diplomas and a job, secure job, then you can have a relationship that is the plan for you, right? But the reality is that if you have never trained how to be with someone, how to be intimate, how to be vulnerable, I'm not talking about the sexual intimacy at this point, but being open with your emotions, being able to trust someone, to feel safe and secure in the presence of someone that you want a relationship with. If you don't train this during the time where you are studying or where you are living life, then it becomes difficult when the time has come to choose to pick a partner. It becomes difficult to take that step. The general advice that you will have is work on yourself so that you can attract someone who is your match. And that is great advice. But what if you could find someone with whom you are going to work on yourself? Working on yourself means healing those traumas, creating trust with yourself and with other people, having that emotional security that you can share, that you can be vulnerable, that you can trust someone without thinking that the person is here to hurt you, that you can be a real team in all areas of your life, in your intimate relationship, in your family life, taking care of the children, for example, help each other to grow, to blossom, to fulfill what is really important to them, to be there for each other, to support emotionally, but also to challenge each other to continue to grow. What if you can have that partner and you do that work together? Instead of building walls around you energetically, subconsciously, even if someone comes along, you block them because you are not feeling safe and secure to trust them. So what if you could start to allow someone to come on your journey, to be your soul mate, like we say, your soul partner in that journey of healing, of growing, of expanding, of evolving? It's an unending journey. There is always something to heal. There is always something where you can grow more, regardless if you are with a partner who loves you or if you choose to be alone. You will still be called by the divine order, the hidden order, to continue to grow. Every experiences that you have will help you to grow. The first piece of advice that I have for you is really to open up your heart, to be available for someone to come now, someone you can trust enough to know that you are going to go on that personal growth, inner work journey together. So I have this beautiful story that I heard on YouTube. A woman who attracted someone in her life 2 weeks after she broke up from a 5-year relationship where she were even already engaged. Because it took 5 years in that relationship, she thought, oh, I need a lot of time to heal from that relationship and then I'll be able to attract my person. But because, piece of advice number 2, because she put herself into an environment where she could meet someone, like she went to a retreat, self-development retreat. And this is an environment where you can meet like-minded people. You can meet souls that are your soul family, that are aligned with your way of thinking, right? They also believe in personal development. They also believe in investing in themselves. They also believe in the community. So you are soul aligned. So she put herself in that environment, and that led her to meet a man there. And when the man approached her, she was like, oh, no, I'm not available for a relationship right now because I just broke up and I need some time to heal. And the guy tell her, yes, you are right. It will take a lot of time to heal. But what if we did it together? What if you are in a relationship with that person and the person is helping you, so to speak, to heal and to continue to grow? It's a possibility. And I thought, wow, that is really beautiful, because most of the time we will choose, I need to heal first, in hermit mode, right? You take yourself away from society in order to heal first, and then when you are healed, you can come out enlightened and glow, right? Or you can say, okay, I have some healing to do, but let me heal with my favorite people, right? And that favorite people can be someone that you haven't met yet. So give him the opportunity to enter your life and to go on that healing journey together. Another thing is to be aware of the victim mode. Like, even when you have that person or you are on that journey to healing, instead of really being focused on finding solution and on doing things that are going to help you to really heal and to let go of that energy, because it doesn't even have to take years and time and so much time to heal. Really, when you are committed to do so, you can really heal like that, right? The traumas and stuff will come back to heal another layer and another layer and another layer. Being aware of the victimhood mindset. People are helping you to heal, but you don't want to heal because you prefer complaining about everything. No, we don't want the victim mode. We want to be self-aware and self-responsible to take our healing and really do the things that will get us on the other side. And sometimes it's just a decision, like I decide that I'm no longer triggered by this or that. I decide that I get to be a new person. I decide that I get to reinvent myself and be the person that I really want to be, instead of being the victim of what happened in my life, in my past, because the past is not there anymore. So from here, from today, from the now, from the present moment is when we create what is going to come tomorrow. We focus on the present moment, on taking the right decisions in the present moment, on thinking the right thoughts, and on having the right behavior, on having the right words even, so that what we attract in the future is going to be really aligned with what we really want. Another thing is to understand that, a very important thing, and this was really mind-blowing for me when I first learned this. And so this third point is that actually you already have that in your life, that what you seek is already present. Maybe you are thinking, what are you talking about, right? The partner that you want, it has some characteristic, right? You have maybe written a list of all the characteristics that you want in that partner. If you haven't, then this is a very good time to do so. What do you want in that partner? What are his values? What are the deal breaker? What is it that you don't tolerate? What is it that you would love to have? What is it that is mandatory to have? We don't write this list so that we are so rigid about, oh yes, it has all these points, but it doesn't have this point, so no, it's not my partner. No, we just write that list to have in a direction of what that person feels like. Those are things that you can inspire someone to be on the same page as you are. But there are deal breakers, like when you want a family, but for the person it's like, no way, no family for me. It's a deal breaker, right? Coming back to the point that I was talking about, you already have all those traits that you want in a partner. They are already in your life. So let's say that you want someone who is emotionally available, with whom you can talk and express how you feel and so on. Who is the person right now in your life who has those same attributes. Who is your confidant? I mean, the person you talk with in your life. I don't know if it's the same word in English, like my confidant. Also, mon confident in French is like the person to whom you go to talk, right? So who is that for you? That is already a piece of your soulmate, of your dream partner. What is the next trait? Maybe someone who loves family. Maybe you are already the aunt of some children, right? This is how you have that family already in your life. Or maybe it's just a friend of yours who has a beautiful family and you love spending time with them. Then that is how your family from the attribute of your list is already present in your life. Maybe you love having the masculine energy present in your life, right? Maybe your brothers and your father and the men in your life, your colleagues at work, give you that sense of being the masculine energy in your life, opening the door for you, helping you carry heavy stuff, helping you with things that women would love to let a man do, right? These are some examples to show you that that person, that dream partner that you are looking for, what we call the soulmate, is already in your life. But it is not in one person. It is in many people that are around you, right? Imagine that you have that attraction with someone, maybe a neighbor or someone that you meet every time that you go at work. So it has that aspect of your relationship. Someone else that gives you that, or maybe it's yourself. It can also be yourself, right? But when you see that in different people, the question then is how to put it in one person. First of all, why is it that in your case it is in different people? Because if you haven't manifested it yet in one person, it means that you feel more at ease when it's in different people. Maybe it's your parent, your father or your mom who is that person for you, that masculine energy for you, right? Giving you advice, always being there for you, helping you when you have something to do. So you are really fulfilled actually. You already have all of that. The thing then, when you want to bring it in one person, in one intimate partner, because this is the law of the one and the many. That means that when you have your one partner, you fantasize about the many, about all the people that you left out there to come and be with that one partner, right? But when you have the many, when you are disperse your attributes in so many people, you fantasize about finding one day that one person. But actually, you already have everything. You are already fulfilled. Also, in the case of the one, you chose that one because it was the one who fulfilled you, right? So you are already fulfilled. The thing then is to recognize those things that is already present and to have gratitude for it. Most of the time we take things for granted until they are not there anymore, right? And then we think, oh, I had something when that thing is about to go away. What if we could consciously take the time to be grateful for all those attributes that we wanted in a soulmate and that are already in our life in one soulmate or in many soulmates? Okay, now let's go to number 5, I think, where we want to take all those people, all those attributes that we have dispersed in different people and bring them into one. So the reason why we disperse them is that subconsciously we think that it will bring us more pain than pleasure to have those in one person. So there is this example of a woman who had bad experiences with her exes, right? So one of them, she valued intelligence, and one of them was so intelligent that she didn't have a word to say. Even when she tried to speak, he will correct her. He will always make sure that he is the one who is right at the end. So he didn't value her input, right? And she couldn't deal with that because she was also an intelligent woman. And generally what we seek into our partner, into our soulmate, is something that we have within us. So that's why that woman couldn't stay in that relationship because she was also intelligent, and she cannot just shut her mouth and never talk again because she's with someone who is also intelligent. The right balance is necessary in those cases. But when you feel like, oh no, I cannot be with that man, with this man, because he's too intelligent and I will never talk, he will never listen to me because he's always the one talking, he's always the one trying to be right, he's always the one explaining everything. That's how she avoid now having a relationship with intelligent people, for example. Other times she wants someone who is attractive, who is well built, right? The masculine figure with the muscles and who goes to the gym and everything, the hairstyle, whatever. And she noticed that with that partner, she couldn't feel beautiful enough because he was the beautiful in the relationship. So it would take a lot of time in the bathroom to make sure his hair is in the right position or what. He would spend a lot of time at the gym. He would spend a lot of time with his gym friends, so that she felt left outside of the relationship. She felt not valued in the relationship, not good enough for the relationship, because the beauty, she values beauty. Of course, she wants to feel beautiful. She wants to get the compliments, but the guy was getting all the compliments and all the attention from other women as well. So that's how she decided, no, I don't want, it's too dangerous. It's too much pain for me when I have a partner who has such characteristic, right? And then another partner, I think it was that she loved her work. She was a creative person, but that partner didn't want her to go and have a creative endeavor. He wanted to be the provider and her to cut everything and just to stay home and take care of him. In that case, she was like, no, I don't. Of course, he was wealthy, right? She wanted someone wealthy, but the other side of the medal was that wealthy person didn't want her to go and be fulfilled in a career, in a chosen career, but he wanted her to stay at his side and is providing for the money. So that's how she also had that ex. Now with those experiences in her past, she blocks all subconsciously. She blocks good-looking people, wealthy people, people who are intelligent, and this is how it becomes difficult for her to put that all of those characteristics in one person and to attract that person, because too much pain with all the attributes of those. But what if we could balance those pain and find the pleasure? Maybe for that intelligent person, you let him have his fun when he's talking about, oh yeah, I know this and I know that. But you also make sure to put your words, not necessarily wanting to have his approval or his validation, but just to speak up, right? What if with the good-looking guy taking too much time in the gym and stuff, you also decide that you value your beauty enough that you also want to spend time at the gym or whatever, right? Or you decide that, okay, I will be with him, but I will be okay that he spends so much time in the bathroom and at the gym and so on. Point that out to him and let him know how you feel about that. And what if it's with the wealthy person? She could say, okay, I love that you are providing for me, and at the same time, I want to have my own things. So we will be in this relationship, but here is how I will use my own creativity to continue to have my own thing. So being able to balance it like that will open up your mind, your heart to be available. And of course, you can even find someone who have all those characteristics and then be grateful for those. It depends on what you believe, what your beliefs are. If you reject everybody because you look for the perfect person, think about yourself. Actually, we are perfect exactly the way we are with our flaws. But the perfection that society wants us to believe in, like being perfect in all areas of your life, being the best at this and the best at that. While you are on this journey, while you are working toward that, the current state is that you are more advanced in some areas and less in others. And you can constantly do that inner work. But it's the same for the partner that you will attract. In some areas, he has some plus points, his values, right? He will be amazing in his values. But for things that are not really important for him, the things that are his lower values, won't even care to be great there. Same for you. The things that you value, you are fantastic there. And the things that you don't value, you don't even care about it. Understanding this gives you a more open heart and a more open-minded to take people the way they are. To take people as they are, human beings, and not some superman or some superwoman who is going to come and save you. We are all beautiful human beings, beautiful souls, and we are on this journey. So according to our values, we are going to be excellent in some areas, but for our lower values, we are going to be not so excellent in those areas. This is how you open the heart, understanding that my knight in shiny armor is going to come or is already here. But for me to open the door of my heart for him to enter, it's not about him being just the perfect knight in armor with all the traits that I wanted and more, and only the positive aspect of those traits. Because like we say, the middle always have a back side, the shadow side if you want. You cannot just take the light side and ignore the shadow side. When you can embrace both sides, this is when you are fulfilled. This is when you can have unconditional love. At least these are my beliefs. And I love this thing, like the brighter the light, the deeper the shadow. Let's think about this. Why is someone trying so hard to be so perfect, so excellent in all areas of their life? Probably because they have some feeling of void, like something is missing in them. And that's why they want to prove, they want to do all their possible to get those things, to fill that void, consciously or subconsciously. I mean, they can know that they are doing that because they feel the void, or they can even not know that it's because they feel the void that they are doing all those things. And there is no good or bad, there is no right or wrong. We are just on our journey. And even, I'll drink again. So we are just on our journey, and even at different moments of our life, those perceived void will change. For example, it's when you feel the void of the family that you create your own family. When you don't feel it, it's not for you, it's okay. You just go through life like that. For example, in that story that I told you, that guy she attracted is a guy that is already divorced. He already has a child from that first marriage. And he has already learned a lot from that first marriage. And he is older than her, right? So if for you, you want someone who is your age, then is older. No, I don't want that. Or he has a child. No, I don't want that. Or what else? He's divorced. No, I don't want that. Then you will block him, right? You will say, no, I don't want you. But if you are open, then you will say, okay, he has a child, that's true. He's older, that's true. But he's divorced, that's true. But from all those experiences, it has helped him in his personal inner work journey. It all has helped him to grow. And maybe because you are the second one, he will do a better job with you. It doesn't mean that it's the way it should be, right? That it's always that way. Of course, people who are also young and who are not divorced, who are trying for the first time, can also be amazing partners. Without children, without divorce, without being older than you. Then you are building this life together, right? At the same level. So decide for yourself what you want. You can put yourself in environment like you will meet like-minded people, regardless of age, of race, of values. You can really find your match. Choose to be true to your own journey and to know, okay, I'm going to learn throughout this journey. Inner work is constantly coming up bit by bit, and it comes up when you feel fulfilled enough to deal with it. Because if you don't even have the strength to deal with everyday life, how can you deal with past blockages and past traumas. So it's when you feel fulfilled enough and ready for the next level that the shadow comes, a layer of the shadow comes, so that you can clear it, so that you can bring light to it. Because the way to deal with shadow is not that you fight with it and so on, it's just to bring light on it and you embrace it. Bringing light means you embrace it, you understand, yes, it's part of me and I'm totally at peace with this. It helps you to love yourself a little bit more each time. And this is how, on your own journey, you will be working on those shadows. The more you work on them, the more it makes your relationship, your intimacy, even stronger. And you can let your partner be the catalyst. So you can let your partner help you to see your blind spot. I just want to remind you that I am more dedicated to helping women being empowered and masterful in all areas of their life. Not because of any lack or something, but because if you don't empower one area of your life, that is the area where people will use to overpower you. But if you trust that the life that you have is exactly perfect the way it is right now, if from that place of love you start working on yourself, you start creating the reality that you really want to live in, then you are more relaxed. I hope you find this video really helpful and you can click on this video to watch next. Until next time, stay inspired. I love you. My voice is really gone. Bye.